All right, if you want to walk up to any woman, whether she's at a coffee shop, a bar, shopping mall, or even at the gym, and start a conversation with unshakable confidence, you're in the right place because in this video, I'm going to share with you my proven step by step system that my clients and I use to start conversations with beautiful women anytime, anywhere. Also, stick around for a free tool at the end of this video to make this even easier. So, let's dive right into it. My name is Emiliano, and I'm a professional dating consultant who has helped hundreds of high achieving men just like you master the art of approaching, dating, and attracting beautiful women into their lives. So, if you're a career driven man, you're probably killing it at work. But when it comes to approaching a woman that you are really attracted to, maybe your heart starts racing, your mind goes blank, your hands start sweating, and you either freeze or walk away. And I mean, I get it because that's exactly what I was feeling back in the day, approaching women in real world scenarios that are non professional, like coffee shops, bars, or networking events, feels daunting, especially for analytical professionals like engineers, doctors, or even lawyers that thrive in structured environments, but struggle with spontaneous and social interactions with the opposite sex. And most guys think that you need to be naturally charismatic or look like a movie star to pull this off, but that's just false because what you need is a proven structure. And I've coached guys just like you, analytical, driven, introverted, maybe, who went from nervous to confident in weeks. Take my client Santiago, for example. He's a 36-year-old programmer and he used to freeze up around women, but after learning this system, he's now dating hot girls left and right. And you can do this too. And I'm going to show you how, because the good news is that cold approach is a learnable skill, not a natural talent that you are born with. So the 4-step approach system looks like this: observe, open, engage, and escalate. So let's break it down so you can start applying it immediately. Step number 1 is observe. Before you approach, take around 10 seconds to scan the environment and read the situation. This way you avoid rushing in blindly and uncalibrated. Notice her energy and vibe. Is she relaxed? Is she reading a book or waiting for coffee? You want to approach at a moment when her energy and intensity is not super high, like when she's laughing with friends, because if you don't match those levels in that moment, then she will subconsciously correlate that drop of energy with your presence, and you will start the interaction with the wrong foot. For example, the other day I was at a grocery store and I saw a woman stop in one of the aisles, and that was my cue. She was open to a chat. So observing helps you approach with confidence because you're not going in blind. Pro tip: look for small details to spark the conversation. What she has in her grocery store cart, or what she's drinking at the bar, or is she reading a book at the coffee shop, for example. Step number 2 is open. So start with a simple opener. You don't have to overthinking, something that keeps you from making gymnastics in your mind or that is difficult for her to process in the moment. For example, a situational opener keeps it natural, or a compliment opener shows intention. In a coffee shop, you can try, for example, is that latte as good as it looks, or should I stick with my usual? It's low pressure, it's playful, and invites a response. At a bar, you might say, you look like you're a regular here, what's the best drink here? And the key is to smile, to keep your tone light and hold mild eye contact, because in the opener, women respond to warmth, not intensity. I've seen clients literally double their success rate with women just by nailing the opener. So try this week and see what happens. Step number 3 is engage. Now that she is talking, keep the conversation flowing, right? Ask open-ended questions like, what's the one place you would love to travel to, right? Obviously, if you were in that line of conversation, you don't want to bring that up out of the blue. But you can also share a story to build rapport and comfort, like, oh yeah, I went to Italy last year and I got lost in Rome and it was a mess, but so much fun. So what I'm doing there is I'm demonstrating high value without sounding arrogant or like I'm bragging, and that's what you want to do. This shows personality and it builds a connection. And the psychology behind this is that women respond to men that are not overly flattering them, showering them with compliments, but rather showing genuine interest with a dash of evaluating to see if they're a good fit. Also calibrate accordingly because every interaction has its nuances. So if she's reserved, Don't go over the top, for example. Practice this for 2 to 3 minutes and you will feel the vibe shift. And last but not least, step 4 is escalate. If the vibe is good after a few minutes, move the interaction forward and close the deal. You can say, well, I gotta run, but let's continue this over coffee sometime. What's your number? You gotta be direct but relaxed at the same time. Don't overthink it. And don't ask for permission, because I've seen this with guys a lot of times where they ask for permission to get the girl's number. So you have to be assertive. You have to assume that she's already gonna give you her number. You just have to lead her to do so. So for example, Patrick, he's another client of mine. He's a 42-year-old sales manager, and he used this exact line and got 8 numbers in just 1 weekend after struggling for months. So don't linger too long. 5 minutes is more than enough for a first approach, especially if you don't have a lot of experience cold approaching girls. If she's not interested, don't worry, just smile and say, cool, have a great day, and move on to the next. Confidence is attractive even when she says no. So this system isn't just theory, because it's what I teach in my one-on-one coaching program. Take my client Tristan, a 29-year-old entrepreneur, and he was terrified of approaching women. But after 6 weeks working with me, he met an amazing woman at a networking event, and they're now dating. And just like him, I've helped hundreds of other guys go from awkward with hot women to magnetic, and I can help you too. And the reason I understand those struggles is because I used to overthink my approaches too, but once I cracked this system, everything changed and my dating, love, and sex life transformed literally. And I know that yours can too. So if you're ready to start approaching women with confidence, I've created a free PDF with my 3 best conversation starters that work in any setting, anytime, anywhere. So you can DM me on Instagram and I'll send it your way for free. It's the same tool that my clients use to get results fast. And if you're ready to transform your dating life, book a free 3-minute strategy call with me, because I only take a few clients at a time. So spots are limited. Click the link in the description down below and let's talk about getting you the results that you want and deserve. Like this video, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one.